So dual nature of radiation and matter in physics. So we have to know some terms. Electric discharge. If you are able to understand the meaning of each term, it will be easy for us to score full marks in this chapter. So electric discharge is nothing but what? The passage of an electric current through a gas. Through a gas is called what? Electric discharge. So I'm writing down my own simple words so that it will be easy for you. Next one, discharge tube. Okay. Fine. So it is a hard glass tube which is used to study the passage of electric discharge. Okay, which is used to study the passage of electric discharge through gases at low pressure. Through gases at low pressure. If everyone has noted down this thing, let me know. If it is done, let me know done. Okay. So please write simultaneously along with me so that it will be easy for you. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Cathode rays. So I'm going from the scratch so that everyone knows what we're talking about. So that we get full mark in this. Cathode rays, we know what? Stream of negatively charged particles, correct? Coming out from the discharge tube. Stream of negatively charged particles coming out from the discharge tube. Coming out from the discharge tube. Next is work function. So that is nothing but the minimum amount of energy required by electron to escape from the metal surface. The minimum amount of energy required by the electron. Required by the electron E minus, that is to escape from the surface of metal. Okay. Yeah. So there is an important formula in this. Work function W naught is equal to H into V naught. It is not nu naught, it is V naught. Yes. H into V naught. V naught is the escape velocity. Okay, that's all. Finished. If you're finished, one more shortcut trick I'll tell you how to remember. One more thing. Thermionic emission. Thermionic emission. Same definition. Okay, what is the definition? The minimum amount of energy required by the electron to escape from the surface of the metal with the help of heat, with the help of thermal energy. If you just add above thing with the help of thermal energy or heat energy, it is called what? Thermionic emission. THERMIONIC. Thermionic emission. AEMISSION. Again, I'm writing this because same definition. Work function, thermionic emission, everything is almost same only. Okay. So I'm just teaching you how to compare and study and remember it for a long period of time. Next one, field or, I'm writing it here itself, field or cathode. Cathode emission. Same thing. Which one? What is the definition of this? Please listen here. The minimum amount of energy required by electron to escape from the surface of the metal. Correct? What is this? Field or cathode emission. Here with the help of what energy we give? Thermal energy. Instead of thermal energy, if I give with the help of electric field. With the help of what? Electric field. Same definition. Just substituting instead of thermal energy, I'm substituting what? With the help of electric field. It is called what? Cathode emission. Is it clear to everyone? So W naught is the work function, W. Okay. I just want to replace here with the help of thermal energy to with the help of what? Electric field. For definition of this. Okay. One more shortcut if I want, I'll tell you one more thing. One more thing I'll tell you, which we all know. Photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. How many of you don't know what is photoelectric effect? How many of you don't know this thing? Forgot. I'll tell you. So guys, this is where diagram comes to picture. Okay. Fine. I'm drawing a surface. This surface is what? A metal surface. So metal surface I have drawn. Okay. Now let it be any metal, let it be. Okay, any metal surface. So guys, just 1 minute you have to concentrate in this. I'm talking about what? Photoelectric effect. Okay, photoelectric effect. So these are the rays. These are the rays. Light rays, photoelectric effect I'm talking about. Photoelectric effect. Photo meaning light, correct? So when light is passed to the metal surface, when light is passed through the metal surface, what happens? Electrons are released from the surface. So it reflects what escapes from the metal? Electron escapes from the metal. Electrons from the metal escapes. This is called photoelectric effect. So how to remember? Draw a metal surface, light is coming to it, reflection. What is escaping here? Electron, that's all. Is everyone clear? So if we know this thing, we can write what? Work function, cathode emission, thermionic emission, photoelectric emission, everything is same. You have to only remember this diagram. You have to only remember this diagram. So what is photoelectric effect? When light rays strikes the metal surface, electrons escape from the metal surface. This is called what? Photoelectric effect. And the emission of this electron is called photoelectric emission, which means if they ask you what is photoelectric emission, so guys, just listen here one more thing before writing it down. The same thing here with the help of thermal energy I told, right? With the help of what? Light energy. That's it. That is photoelectric emission. Clear? So draw this diagram. This will help you out to remember. If I completed this thing, let me know. Completed. Done. Fine. So no need to worry. I'll send you the video also. Okay. But the important thing is for you to attend the live session. So no need to write the photoelectric emission. Whatever I'm giving, that is more important. Okay. Now a very important topic. Forces. So I'm giving you the entire thing. Okay, in my notes, whatever is required for you. Okay, whatever points will come for your entrance exam, for the board exam. I'm handpicking and giving you all of this stuff. Okay. Force experience electron in electric and magnetic field. So how does an electron behave in electric and magnetic field? That is my next topic. So I'll take electric field. Only one formula for us to remember. Fe, the force experienced by electron, is equal to E into E. What is E actually? E is the mass of an electron. What is capital E? Capital E is what? Electric field strength. That's all. Correct? Capital Phi the electric field strength, or I can say it as what? E is the electric field intensity here. Strength experienced by the electron. Electric field strength or intensity. The next one. So there are some terms in this chapter, correct? And whichever is coming for the entrance exam or for the board exam problem, that also I'll tell you. Magnetic field. So I want to touch each and every portion of this. Okay, which will B stands for magnetic field. BeV. What is it? BeV. F is equal to E for what? Electric field. FB is equal to BeV. That's it. So when will this FB be 0? This they can ask in entrance. FB equal to 0, they'll give 4 options. So please remember this thing. Only if the magnetic field, is parallel to the direction of motion of electron. So guys, what is this V here? Can anyone tell me what is a V? I have written here, what is this V? BeV. Is it voltage or velocity or what is it? Anyway, voltage cannot come here. So electron moves with the what? Velocity. So V is what? The velocity. That's it. V is the velocity. Okay. So maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons. This also they can ask in 1 mark. What is the maximum kinetic energy of photoelectrons emitted from the metal surface? Emitted from the metal surface. Kinetic energy max K max is equal to EV naught. Okay, is equal to HV minus phi naught, or else W naught I'll write down. Where is in this formula? Just here. W naught is what? H nu naught, right? Correct? W naught, H nu naught. So which means this is nothing but H nu minus H nu naught. Correct? So H nu is nothing but energy minus work function. That's it. So this is called the Einstein's photoelectric equation. They may ask for 1 mark. What is Einstein's photoelectric equation? That is this. 1 mark question and very important also. If you finish this, let me know. They may ask you this question. Einstein's photoelectric equation, K max is equal to EV naught is equal to H nu minus W naught, where W naught is equal to H nu naught. Okay, that's why I got it. So if you finish this, let me know. Has everyone completed this? Okay, perfect. That's enough. Cut off or stopping potential. Cut off or stopping potential. Okay. When the photoelectric current, when photoelectric current becomes zero, current becomes zero. Okay, it is called cut off. It is called cut off or stopping potential. Fine. Yeah. Next one is threshold frequency. THRESH. Threshold. It's a one word, threshold. Okay. Threshold frequency. The minimum value of frequency of incident radiation in which photoelectric effect stops. I'll tell you. How many of you did not understand this definition? Did not understand. Did not understand this definition of threshold frequency. The minimum value frequency of incident radiation in which the photoelectric stops. Is there anyone who did not understand this meaning? Please feel free to tell me now. So I think then everyone has understood. Yeah. Okay. Say guys, I just explained you about what? This metal surface, right? Correct? Electron is what is happening here, photoelectric effect is happening. So which means if there is less power in light, correct? Then will it have the energy to reflect the electrons? No, right? So the frequency of light, there is a minimum frequency or threshold. For example, I can teach continuously for 3 hours of time in online sessions. 3 hours continuously I can teach. So what is my threshold? Threshold means what? Minimum I can take 0 to 3 hours, correct? So, but the threshold frequency here, what does it mean is there should be minimum power to make the electrons reflect from the metal surface. That's all. Without that threshold minimum thing, the electrons won't get reflected. Okay, so that is nothing but our threshold frequency. So which means it's a minimum value of frequency of incident radiation in which photoelectric effect stops. So instead of effect, I can use it emission. So I think that will be much more word, which will help you out. Okay. So now coming to this threshold frequency. So one more definition I can write from this itself. If that definition is difficult for you guys, you can even write this definition. For every metal, there is a certain minimum frequency. Certain minimum frequency below which no photoelectrons are emitted. No photoelectrons are emitted. Whatever may be the intensity of incident radiation. Whatever may be the intensity of incident radiation. So guys, I am sure that everyone had a long hour of classes. Correct. I'll tell you how it works actually here. So I'll take a general example here. For example, all of you are having an online session in school for 3 hours. Correct? Fine. Or let's take 5 hours. 5 hours continuous online session, you have to concentrate fully. Correct? Apart from that, after this thing, after these classes, yeah, this is just an example. Okay, 3 to 5 hours is just an example. I'm just telling it now. So after this 5 to 6 hours, okay, you guys are very tired. Let's assume very, very tired. Here in the lectures, you guys are very tired. Correct? And after this, I am keeping the class now. My class is there. Correct? Fine. So how much ever the good the class or how much ever I write, okay, will you be able to concentrate as you are in the morning first session? Correct, because that level of threshold that is reached because we are not watching a movie here. Correct. So movie is a different thing. We can watch it for 6 to 9 hours, no problem. Something which entertains. But this is something where a lot of effort has to be put. A lot of new things you are learning. It's not something which we already know. Correct. Same in case of metal also. For every metal, there is a certain minimum frequency below which no photoelectrons are emitted, whatever may be the intensity of incident radiation. How much ever I am writing it on the board. Okay. Fine. Nothing will go to our head if our threshold limit is reached. Correct. So this type of frequency is called what? This frequency is called threshold frequency. So this is the kind of example which I want to tell you in the beginning. Okay. So I was just looking for the correct example because only if we threshold, only one H is there. Okay, guys, threshold. Yeah. Threshold frequency. So this is the example which I want to give you. So I can write this as loss of photoelectric emission. Loss, LAWS. Loss of photoelectric emission. So this is the first law about threshold frequency. If everyone has written this, I'll go to the second law. Number of photoelectrons emitted. Number of photoelectrons emitted is directly proportional to the intensity of incident radiation. Intensity of incident radiation. So this is my second law of photoelectric emission. First law is what? Threshold frequency thing. Third one, photoelectric emission is an instantaneous process. Photoelectric emission is an instantaneous process. Instant, INSTANT, ANS process. Done. So I hope everyone is clear with the laws then. Correct? Yes. Now I'm going to draw a graph that will come for the entrance. Okay. And I'll tell you what is the question also in this. Photo current. Better to know this thing. Collector plate potential. Something like this, guys. Okay, fine. and let this be I1, I2, I3. So in entrance, they will give some option. I1 greater than I2 less than I3. Something they'll try to confuse you. But you'd always remember only one thing in this. I3, this is very important for a learning thing. I3 greater than I2 greater than I1. I is the intensity of radiation. Clear? I is the intensity of radiation. And if you ask me what is this point, this is called my stopping potential. Stopping potential. But this is the takeaway from this graph. I3 greater than I2 greater than I1 for the entrance level. Finished, everyone? Let me know. If I get 2 more done, I'll go to the next one. Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Class 11, chapter 2, structure of atom. So what does this guy say? This guy just says that we cannot predict. It is uncertain, right? Correct? We cannot predict the momentum and position of an electron simultaneously. Position of an electron simultaneously. So how to remember this? Momentum is what? P. P is equal to mv. Correct? Position. Position is what? Displacement. Delta x or x. We cannot predict P and delta x clearly. Is it clear for everyone? Momentum and position. Displacement. Draw this thing, electrons. Some electrons. If you're able to do this, very easy for us to understand. We cannot say that what speed the electron is in this. We cannot say that what is in this. So that's what Heisenberg said. Uncertainty principle. Class 11th already studied this thing. So any doubts up to this? Any doubts up to this to anyone?